Alright, today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of RobotFramework um, and utilizing Python with Ride IDE on the Mac. Um, I currently have this test suite set up with, as you can see, there's a bunch of selectors here that I have. They're called scalars. So you just set up all your variables and your IDs or CSS, XPath. I did just a mix of things here, and I'm utilizing AppiumLibrary and Selenium 2 library for Python. And I added this run on failure because for some reason these two libraries share the same exact method. So if you don't put this here, you'll just get fail if you're trying to capture a screenshot. It won't know which one to use from what library. Anyhow, enough said about that. Let's go into the test. So here is my test, and it's not really put together exactly how I want it yet, but it's just I guess a dry run of what I'm gonna do. I added a few methods here that help out along the way, like wait until keyword succeeds seems to be very helpful. One thing I like to mention about RobotFramework compared to Java and like a test-ng or something like that is the fact that it's very easy to do things and you get results right out of the box. Um, all the methods that you interact with are just either inbuilt or some external library that you add to your ride or to your PyCharm, depending on what you're going to use. I suggest using PyCharm if you have longer tests. It may help out, and more things involved. You probably want to move on to PyCharm if you're already familiar with Python as well. But anyway, in a nutshell, it's pretty easy to use. Um, like I said, I was familiar with Java, doing stuff with Appium and desired capabilities, and having to build out like every single thing over there. Like everything is pretty much do it yourself. With this, I was able to be up and running in like no time with the same test that took me a long time to get together, and in Java with testng and Excel and all that. Just a lot of moving pieces over there and configuring Java and Maven, and I could just go on and on and on. Ant, you name it. With this, it's just very straightforward. So let me hop into this test. And I will also be executing this test suite on an iOS device. And I'll be using iPhone 6. And I'll be running Appium server. Let me just stop it and launch it again. Okay. Now it doesn't matter what configurations you have in here. Whatever you have in your desired capabilities, that's what it's going to do. So I made this little method here, the basic keyword, basically, that will go on ahead and run that iOS by default. Then if I want to, I can provide any platform, any version, any device, and yada yada. So anyway, let me get into this. I'm going to minimize this. And I have already everything set up in, let's go back here. So I have a RobotFramework project set up. And basically all I do is I just pass where I have the project that you just saw in Ride IDE. I just put it in my path here, which is basically the Jenkins default path with the workspace folder. I put that in there, the entire folder of the project that you saw in Ride IDE. And then, so that's what's going to run. And then I have this directory root, and I just got these from some website that I found for threshold build results. I'm not sure exactly what they mean yet, but anyway, I set them up how I found it on some website. Other than that, I mean, obviously, this wouldn't be coming from my local. This would be probably coming from, GitHub out there. And then that would trigger the build, and I would have all kinds of configurations set up for that. But as it stands now, I'm just going to run this locally just to show you that this can be done. Let me go back here. Let me go, actually, I'll just go directly. Let's see, let's go here. All right, and then where do I want to go? Okay, these were results from the last run. Okay, I'm just trying to get back, getting familiar with this. There we go. Okay, so now all I need to do is click this robot results, schedule a build for RobotFramework, and I'll go ahead on and do that. Okay, now you can see the build's going on. You can see this little icon went away and it came back. So I'm just running this hybrid app. It'll take about no more than a minute and a half to 2 minutes to run through this. You saw there I just did landscape. Now this is super easy to do with Python and Ride IDE, provided you have all the libraries set up. I had like literally no problem doing this, and it works very stable. Java, on the other hand, took a longer amount of time to configure and set up, and lots of pain. It works. I mean, it's TestNG, and you get a POM XML, and you get Maven, and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just way too much to manage and maintain, in my opinion. When you get all this good stuff out of the box here, it makes no sense to me to do anything in Java. And plus, you would have to get all your testers up to speed on Java. It would be a nightmare. You would have to build out a lot of custom stuff as well to support what you want to do. Okay, so it looks like we have success here. So let's see. Let me refresh this. Oh, it's still running. Okay. Hasn't completely finished yet. Okay. All right. Let me just refresh this. Yes. So it's passed. So now let's go, let's actually go to build history. Or, well, we can see, as this is the new one. What's this going to do? Okay. So this is the console output. This is just, so finished success, as you can see. I commented a lot of these other scripts. I'm only running literally just this one here. These are kind of commented and they just go to past. So anyhow, this would be your regular log that you would get from the, this pretty much the same, almost the same log that you would see with the Ride IDE. Let me go to robot results. So as you can see, the robot results, yeah, so there's build 18, and now we have a build 19. So that's a bigger image if you want to see it bigger. And this is just a plugin that you can get for your Jenkins that gives you all the details here. Now these, I don't know why they're not working, but they should be because everything is set up correctly, I think. I'll have to check that out, but somehow I'm getting this message when I click on these links. I'll have to examine these and see exactly where they're going, and then try to figure that out why it's not getting those results. But you can come over here to the console and you can just grab the report directly from here, copy it, and come over here. Oh, this is the last run. Take that out, put this in here, and then you'll be able to see the log with the entire test run right there. Yeah, see, these were all commented. See, comment, comment, comment. But the first one, you'll see the test passed. And also notice that the screenshots are really nice. So there's a screenshot of that iPhone 6 in landscape mode. That's pretty much it. I mean, you get a lot of nice things out of the box here, guys. So for those of you that are big on Java and TestNG, or there's a lot of other frameworks out there, JUnit, Java. I'm not sure what there's a Nightwatch with Node.js that I hear is pretty good. But a lot of people have like fear and uncertainty about this robot framework. I think the more developer-minded people kind of tend to look away from it, but as you can see, you get a lot for a little. I mean, I didn't have that much in the right IDE, and I'm able to get pretty much a test to run very smoothly with little or no effort, just providing some keywords and a couple of locators here and there. That shouldn't be too hard, right? And that's about it.